Welcome to the second video I've done tonight. If you haven't seen my original review of this device back on Monday for the Samsung ATIV Smart PC, the Samsung Series 5 Slate as some call it, or the 500TC or T1C I should say, then go and look at those. The links are down in the description below. It's kind of hard to point that way. Description below will have the links for all this stuff. You'll be missing out if you don't go back and look at those, because I give my impressions and problems with it and all that sort of stuff that I've had initially, but a whole lot of positive stuff more than the negatives. So anyway, I did another video just a while ago for the S Pen S Note app that somebody requested on this device, so the link will be down there in the description again for that video if you want to go check that out. This one will be talking about the Crystal Disk Mark III test that was requested by one of the viewers on my YouTube, one of my review videos, that was looking for what the Crystal Disk Mark III test is on that. So I don't have it on this device right now or anything, but I do have video that I will switch to here in a second that will be on my little camera here, the Olympus, tough Olympus camera, that I did my video of that on this device. So I'll go ahead and switch to that now, and we can go from there. So in response to that, I downloaded onto my tablet, the Samsung I mean, and there's our first sequential read. I'm going to be honest, I haven't used this program before, so I don't entirely know about it, but I understand it well enough. And I'm doing the exact same test on my desktop with a 1TB, 7200 RPM, I believe 7200 RPM, regular hard drive from ASUS. So, just see how these two compare against each other. That we have a eMMC solid state type drive in this device, the Samsung, and then we have a ASUS's, I don't even know what, I think it's Western Digital, it's in this one, hard drive that's a normal HDD. So we'll check back in a little bit and see how it goes. Right now those numbers are quite lower than what my desktop has, but not bad for a tablet either. Another thing, comparing or doing this test, I'm trying to do two birds with one stone. That another request was, let me bring it up on YouTube here. Oh, that one's done actually. We'll get to that in a second. But let's see, where was it? It wasn't on this one. It was, yeah. Unlimited Production 1 wanted to know if you brought it to work, if it'll last 8 to 9 hours of constant use on a single charge. So I'm going to do two birds with one stone while this thing's still doing its read-write. Over here, just wanted to mention that I'm at 51% right now, and it's been that way for actually this entire test so far. So it's been a couple minutes of doing this hard drive read-write test. So just kind of give you an idea of just even that I'm at 51% remaining while it's doing this data transfer test. So we'll see how it goes. Alright, so there's our results from that for Jack Squirrel 2001. Hopefully this is helpful. It's actually, in some of the areas, it's actually a little bit faster than my desktop. So we have that. You want to pause the screen if you want to look at that. And then we have my desktop that has quite a different number. So I'm not that savvy about the actual hardware of the devices, so hopefully this is of help to you and you understand it, because I'm not able to interpret it that well for each different area. I know that it's read and write speeds, but I'm not exactly savvy about any of the other parts. So there's the Crystal Disk Mark III test comparing against a normal pretty high end, still a year and a half later, desktop, and it's not too shabby in my opinion. And those interested in the battery life of this thing, while I was executing the Crystal Disk Mark, 3 test, that there's your time right there. So I think it was maybe about, I'll have to go back and look, but it only consumed about 1.5%, because it's already 51% before I started this test on it. So just even taxing the eMMC on it there didn't really drain the battery that much, so it's better than you really think it is. As far as battery life, again, it's only been like maybe about no more than 10 minutes or something like that. I know I probably have that wrong, but so it's really not that bad, and that's even taxing it by reading and writing a whole bunch of data. So there you go. There's initial battery test for Unlimited Productions 1 that was requesting that test on it.